here I was, going about my daily business, doing my little thing, and I realized that Token and Ren put out a music video for a song I've already done. Now, here's the thing. I try to wait for music videos, but if I don't know if they're coming out or not, I already heard this song because I did the audio version. And after a lot of the feedback that I got from people who know the story a lot better than I do, or background information, stuff like that, I thought maybe the video will give me a little bit more of an insight into their vision for the song. And so I'm going to do it. Like I said, I usually don't do, if I've already heard it, I don't always do, you know, a second time. I'm not trying to be like, give me extra view. Like, that's not what it's about. It's about just appreciating what they've put together. So let's see what it is. It just dropped. I got a notification, so there you go. It is what it is. I was not ready to record. I was literally going about my business, going about my daily business. I had to clock out on lunch. I had to clock out on lunch for this. So thankfully I didn't have to go far. Anyway, this is Token and Ren, What Does Your Love Look Like official music video. I enjoyed the song before, and I've heard it since, and now I get to see a video. So here we go.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, because you always choose to.
I mean, they're being very clear with showing the distance between like a couple. Are those his actual parents? I know I'm going to have more questions. That's not fair. I thought I was going to answer all my questions.
When you thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, because you always choose to. You always choose to. You want to know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be.
This was so well written. There's really, like I said, I have heard it before. I'm just enjoying watching a video to it, kind of seeing where it comes out of his head into visual form. If that makes sense. I'm probably not going to say a whole bunch. I think I said my piece the last time. I'm sitting here going, should I really like release this? But you know, honestly, I know people are going to enjoy seeing someone else see the video for the first time. I get the concept. I get how much fun it can be to enjoy something with somebody else, so I will. It's so hard to have that distance. That's so hard. Like, you're right there, but you're not, you know? And that line where he said, the only time I heard I love you from his father was when his mom was in the room and he was singing lyrics. I think the dad was singing lyrics. So there's probably some backstory I don't know about that, about his dad, but I don't know everything. Who knew?
But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I never heard it the first time. All the way in the back, there's that really high-pitched, tuned way up. Sounds almost like a female voice, but it's like real far back there and really high up.
What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder?
that beat just got so much fuller. I know you guys have all heard this, so don't be mad that I'm pausing it. It happens. That beat just got so much fuller, and it almost sounded like almost like trumpets, like to fill it out. It was like sound, whatever that is. That just made it just so much more gritty.
Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure.
All right, I'm gonna say something really quick. I'm gonna be honest. I prefer when I can see Ren in a video because I can read his lips. It helps me understand his lyrics better because I can hear the lyrics, but I think that I'm catching them wrong because of his accent, and it's neither here nor there. It just is. But it's easier to focus on them when I can see his mouth moving too. Just a fun little observation.
The fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real, cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure.
I love that.
I run and escape the pressure that paints me, pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes, pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid, and just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin.
So his therapist is telling him that all of this is all coming from his childhood. So he's going back in time in his head to think about this situation that happened back when he was a kid. And I know that some of you guys put it in the comments. You were talking about, a scenario that happened that affected him, which I understand that. I'm just saying from the video, I'm trying to pretend like I don't know. I'm not trying to pretend. I'm just trying to get it from what the lyrics and what the video is showing. So it's flashing him back to what, 96? I'd have been what? I'm not going to tell you. I wasn't a little kid. I was little, but I wasn't that little.
Back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats every night.
The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying.
96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving.
Screaming and shouting, denying.
Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying.
The sin of deceiving and cheating and lying.
The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still
the weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying.
She forgives. This cycle repeats every night. I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain.
That look on his face right there, that was really well done. I mean, I'm not saying that he's, where is it? Hold on. I'm going frame by frame. Okay, so the look on his face right here, it is a very vulnerable look. I've seen it on people's faces before, and whether he's doing it because he's feeling the lyrics that he's, recording, or because he wants to put forward that emotion, it's really, really smart. Really smart.
Hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cut throat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast, cause I gotta be a new ran. Strong for my sister, my mama a loose. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in the windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating through but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade in my cold night. What does your love look like?
It sucks you in. It just pulls you in with that flow pattern, that whole, the way he would switch up. He switched up like 3 times. That was awesome. It just pulls you into the story. And the video helps quite a bit because, like I said, I don't know all the backstory. I didn't know all the backstory. And to have that as kind of a visual aid to kind of get what's going on with the car driving away, that would have told me that that's what happened, right? So then he's talking about it was just him and his mom. So that would tell me that his father left. not died, but left. Do you see what I'm saying? So just context clues. That's why sometimes videos can help a song, you know, especially one that has a lot of feeling and emotions and a message to it. Sometimes it can kind of put into a visual, you know, visual space so that you can understand it better, especially if someone's telling their story. In my opinion, it's always my opinion.
One night, one more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up.
If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? You love me when I'm motivated and I'm grinding and I'm getting all these things done and I'm, you know, achieving this and, you know, reaching my goals. But if I lost all my motivation, would you still love me? Do you love me, or do you love like what I can do for you and what I'm doing and how it makes me look as a person?
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many.
That visual was really good. It was the chain. He's trying to reach, but basically something is keeping, it's a very visceral way of showing, keeping someone from being able to reach out and touch the person that they love. A chain, like he literally can't do it. He is being stopped versus it being a choice.
Be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet. You wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it.
I'm gonna say that one more time. I say it in other videos as well when I talk about this whole subject about people that seek out drama and things like that. Sometimes people feel like if you're not over emotional and yelling and things of that nature, then you are not being passionate, that you don't feel, because they can't see it. They're just saying that you're not emotionally invested or whatever the case may be. I say this, and I've said this quite a few times this week during some of the videos I've done. But when you've been through a situation yourself, or you've witnessed it with a parent or a loved one where something, especially something very small, turns into something very big and something very negative, like raising your voice or yelling or whatever. Sure, a lot of people will raise their voice when they're getting really passionate and they get excited and things of that nature. But on the flip side, what can it lead to? And if you've seen it lead to very negative situations, sometimes it's better to just kind of keep yourself calm and not go there. And then somebody mistakes that for you not being emotionally invested and passionate about them, when it really has nothing to do with that at all. It's because you love them that you're protecting them from that outcome that you've seen in your past come from that type of outburst.
Passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I love that song. Of course, I tried to be all sneaky and stop it before the commercial, but failed. So that's the video for the Token and Ren song, What Does Your Love Look Like? Like I said, I think it was really well done, and I think that a visual representation of the lyrics that I enjoyed the first time and the couple times I've listened to it since helped a lot for what it's worth. So if you have absolutely no context, like I didn't have any context when I first heard it, having zero context, what they did with this video absolutely put a lot of sentiments and lyrics into context for me. So I wouldn't have needed so much of a backstory because it's kind of face value. You're able to process it as is. So anyway, I really liked it. They did a good job. This collab was epic, and I hope they keep doing it. I just really like all of these independent artists, how they are collaborating together and they're working together and they're making amazing music, and we all get to enjoy it. So I don't know. I just wanted to do, I was really excited because I really liked that song. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. I have a couple minutes between now and I have to clock back in, so I'm going to hurry up and make a thumbnail, and I guess I don't have any notifications up, but I'm going to post it anyway because it's not about trying to get views. It's literally about just putting it out in the universe. Maybe somebody that watches something else that I do has not seen this and has an opportunity to hear a song that is just so good and really needs to be out there for people to appreciate and enjoy. So the links are below. Please go support both of the artists. I will tag them in it so that you can click on their names for their channels and you can click on the video itself. And I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And super awkward outro, unprofessional outro. Or stop. Okay. Have a good day. I gotta go back to work.